Hi everybody, my name is Gail and today I'm bringing to you my 3 favorite Myofascia Release. And the best part about it is you can do this with a postal tube, any kind of foam roller that you may have at home, and a tennis ball. So the first one is for the calves. And you just place the postal tube underneath the top part of the calf and roll back and forth. What you really want to do is break up all of the muscles and the fascia, and going across the muscle is most effective. So being a cyclist, I have very tight calves. I find that it pulls on my knees in very tight ways, and it also affects my Achilles. And having done this quite often in the past few months, I feel a lot more release in my joints and my knees, and definitely more stretch in my Achilles. So at home, you'll stay in one position for a full minute, time yourself with the clock, and then move it down an inch and do the same thing, both rolling in, going across the muscle, and rolling out. Some spots will hurt more than others. And when I say hurt, I mean hurt so good. So I'm going to move it down. Now I'm getting to the top of the tendon. And that's when I start to feel it the most, when I start getting into that Achilles tendon where it inserts into the muscle there. And I'm going to go a little faster, but I really want you to watch your clock and do it for 60 seconds at each point, rotating in as much as you can and rotating out. So now I'm at the end of the muscle and in the beginning of the calf. If you lift up and apply a little more weight, if you can handle it, it's going to be that much more weight going around the muscle and tendon. And then all the way to the bottom, the end of the tendon, going in and out with my legs. Okay, and then I also like to do the top of the heel, which is right where the Achilles tendon wraps. So again, I'm just rolling in and out. Inward rotation, outward rotation. Okay, you can take your postal tube and just roll it back and forth a little bit, just to kind of flush it all out. Okay, so go get yourself a postal tube and you'll have it for a very long time and it'll be very effective. Next, I'm going to use the short roller. I always keep one on hand because it takes that much less space in my New York apartment. I want you to take the roller right under the shoulder blade line, and I call this cracking the chest open. Support your head, send your sternum up and around the roller. Hang out here for a moment, and then come back up into more neutral. Take a twist, hang out for another moment, and twist to each side a few times. You can make small adjustment up and down. Wrap your spine around the roller. For your feet, I'm choosing a tennis ball because most of you have one at home. Start by placing the ball anywhere that you think might feel good, and just apply pressure by shifting the weight onto it. If you have a sweet spot, just hang out there, apply a little pressure, and maybe move just ever so slightly back and forth and up and down just to get that spot massaged out with the ball. Then try to roll on each metatarsal line back and forth all the way to the heel, and if you can, go over your toes as well, right over the tips of the toes. The lateral edge often gets neglected, so be sure to do that lateral edge from the baby toe all the way to the heel. And then take a little back and forth motion in each spot. You can do that on the heel as well by grounding the ball of the foot. Good, I like to stretch it out, sometimes getting some cracks, and we'll do the other leg, the other foot. Applying pressure, back and forth, rolling from toe to heel. Going across the fiber as we did the calves. Just shimmying down my foot and up to the toes. I like to say a little bit goes a long way. Do this a little bit each day after you bike, do your Pilates, or whatever sport it is that you do, and I guarantee your feet, knees, and joints will feel better from it. We'll see you at the studio. Thank you.